In our increasingly digital world, our lives are intricately intertwined with the online sphere. From the moment we wake up and check our emails to the time we go to bed after scrolling through social media, the internet is an integral part of our daily routines. We bank online, shop online, and connect with loved ones online. The convenience of the digital world has made it easier than ever to manage our finances, stay in touch with family and friends, and purchase goods and services from the comfort of our homes. Yet, this increasing reliance on the digital realm comes at a price, a constantly evolving landscape of cyber threats. Every click, every transaction, and every piece of shared information can potentially expose us to cybercriminals lurking in the shadows. Cybercriminals are becoming more sophisticated, employing advanced techniques to breach even the most secure systems. They are no longer just lone hackers, they are organized groups with resources and expertise, capable of launching large-scale attacks. From phishing scams that trick users into revealing sensitive information, to social engineering tactics that manipulate individuals into compromising their own security, the methods used by these malicious actors are constantly evolving. Ransomware attacks, for instance, have become increasingly common. These attacks hold data hostage, demanding a ransom for its release. The impact can be devastating, affecting individuals, businesses, and even critical infrastructure. As the number of cyber attacks continues to rise, so too does the need for robust cybersecurity measures. It's not just about having antivirus software anymore. It's about a comprehensive approach that includes regular updates, employee training, and proactive monitoring. Individuals and businesses alike must prioritize the protection of their online accounts and data. This means being vigilant about the security settings on all devices, using strong, unique passwords, and staying informed about the latest threats. This is where multi-factor authentication, or MFA, comes in, long considered a cornerstone of online security. By requiring multiple forms of verification, MFA adds an extra layer of protection, making it harder for unauthorized users to gain access. However, the emergence of a new technique known as Mamba 2FA has shaken the cybersecurity community, exposing a critical vulnerability in this widely trusted security measure. This technique has shown that even the most trusted security protocols can be compromised. This technique allows hackers to bypass MFA on Microsoft 365 accounts, potentially putting millions of users at risk. The implications are far-reaching, affecting not just individual users but also businesses and organizations that rely on these accounts for their daily operations. As we navigate this complex digital landscape, it is crucial to stay informed and proactive. Cybersecurity is not a one-time fix but an ongoing process that requires constant vigilance and adaptation to new threats. By staying educated about the latest threats and implementing comprehensive security measures, we can better protect ourselves and our digital lives from the growing threat to online security. Multi-factor authentication, or MFA, has become an indispensable tool in the fight against unauthorized access to online accounts. By requiring users to provide multiple forms of authentication, MFA adds an extra layer of security, making it significantly more difficult for attackers to gain access to sensitive information. Typically, MFA involves something the user knows, like a password, and something the user has, like a code from a smartphone app or a hardware token. This combination of factors creates a strong barrier against unauthorized access, even if one factor is compromised. For years, MFA has been touted as one of the most effective ways to protect online accounts. And for good reason. It has a proven track record of preventing unauthorized access. But the emergence of Mamba 2FA challenges this long-held assumption, raising serious concerns about the effectiveness of traditional MFA in the face of evolving cyber threats. Mamba 2FA is not just another hacking tool. It represents a new breed of threat, one that exploits a previously unknown vulnerability in the way some websites and applications implement MFA. Unlike traditional phishing attacks that rely on tricking users into revealing their credentials, Mamba 2FA operates silently and requires no interaction from the victim. At its core, Mamba 2FA is a reverse proxy platform. It sits between the user and the website or application they are trying to access, intercepting and manipulating the authentication process. This allows attackers to bypass MFA without the user ever realizing their security has been compromised. What makes Mamba 2FA particularly concerning is its accessibility. The platform is available for purchase on the dark web, making it readily available to even low-skilled attackers. This ease of access, coupled with its ability to bypass a security measure as fundamental as MFA, makes Mamba 2FA a significant threat to individuals and businesses alike. Section 4. Anatomy of a Silent Attack, How Mamba 2FA Works. To understand the gravity of the threat posed by Mamba 2FA, it's crucial to delve into the mechanics of how this attack unfolds. This sophisticated attack method is designed to exploit the very security measures that are supposed to protect us, making it a particularly insidious threat in the realm of cybersecurity. The attack process can be broken down into 3 key stages, each meticulously crafted to deceive and exploit the victim. Understanding these stages is essential for both individuals and organizations to better protect themselves against such threats. Stage 1. Setting the trap. This is where the attacker lays the groundwork for the entire operation. The attacker sets up a phishing page designed to mimic the legitimate website the victim intends to access. This fake page is often indistinguishable from the real one, making it easy for unsuspecting users to fall into the trap. This could be a fake login page for a social media account, an online banking portal, or any other platform that uses MFA. The goal is to lure the victim into entering their credentials on this fake page, or any other platform that uses MFA. The attacker ensures that the fake page looks as convincing as possible to avoid raising any suspicion. Stage 2. Lying in wait. This is the phase where the attacker patiently waits for the victim to take the bait. When the victim enters their credentials on the fake login page, Mamba 2FA springs into action. The attacker now has the victim's username and password, but that's not enough to gain access to the account. It intercepts the victim's credentials, and simultaneously initiates a legitimate login attempt to the actual target website. This is where the attack becomes particularly clever. Stage 3. Bypassing the gatekeeper. This is the final and most critical stage of the attack. As the legitimate website prompts the victim for their MFA code, Mamba 2FA relays this request to the victim, who is none the wiser that they are interacting with a malicious intermediary. The victim believes they are simply completing the usual authentication process. Who is none the wiser that they are interacting with a malicious intermediary? The victim enters the MFA code, believing they are completing the authentication process on the genuine website. The victim enters the MFA code, believing they are completing the authentication process on the genuine website. This is the moment the attacker has been waiting for. Mamba 2FA captures this code and uses it to authenticate the attacker's simultaneous login attempt, granting them full access to the victim's account. The attacker can now navigate the account as if they were the legitimate user, often without raising any immediate alarms, granting them full access to the victim's account. This breach can lead to severe consequences, including financial loss, data theft, and further exploitation of the victim's contacts and resources. Understanding the intricacies of Mamba 2FA is the first step in developing robust defenses against such sophisticated attacks. Section 5. The broad reach of Mamba 2FA. While the technical details of the Mamba 2FA attack may seem complex, its implications are alarmingly straightforward. This sophisticated attack method leverages weaknesses in two-factor authentication systems, which are widely considered a robust security measure. By exploiting these vulnerabilities, attackers can gain unauthorized access to a variety of online services, putting countless users at risk. This attack method can be used against a wide range of online services, making it a threat to virtually anyone with an online presence. From personal email accounts to social media profiles and even online banking platforms, no digital space is entirely safe from the reach of Mamba 2FA. Some of the most vulnerable targets include email accounts. Email accounts are often the gateway to a person's digital life. They contain sensitive information, personal communications, and links to other online services. A compromised email account can be a goldmine for attackers. Compromising an email account can give attackers access to a treasure trove of sensitive information, including password reset links for other accounts, financial data, and personal communications. This can lead to a domino effect, where one compromised account leads to the breach of multiple other accounts. Social media accounts. Hackers can use compromised social media accounts to spread misinformation, impersonate the victim, or gain access to the victim's contacts for further phishing attempts. The impact of such breaches can be both personal and widespread, affecting not just the individual but also their network of friends, family, and colleagues. Financial institutions. Attackers can use Mamba2FA to bypass MFA on online banking platforms, potentially gaining access to the victim's financial accounts and carrying out unauthorized transactions. The financial loss and emotional distress caused by such breaches can be devastating, underscoring the critical need for robust security measures. The potential consequences of a successful Mamba2FA attack are far-reaching, affecting not just individuals but also businesses and institutions. The ripple effect of such breaches can lead to a loss of trust, financial instability, and long-term damage to one's digital reputation, underscoring the critical need for enhanced security measures to protect against this emerging threat. As technology continues to evolve, so too must our approaches to cybersecurity. Investing in advanced security protocols, educating users about potential threats, and staying vigilant are essential steps in safeguarding our digital lives. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more tech tips and insights. And let me know in the comments below.